we're about to make something off the chain. If you've ever made cookies or dough for anything, you know from scratch, you know how painful it is. Mixing the ingredients, putting it in the mixer. When it comes out, then you have to roll and kill the dough, and it's time consuming. You get dough all on your fingers. We tried a new experiment. We're going to try to make dough as simple as possible and as less time consuming. Once we make this dough and it comes out as planned, we got plans for that dough. We'll be back. Step one, we have to mix in the sugar and allow it to melt. That melted quite quickly. Stage two. Yeah, you can't even see the sugar anymore. It almost immediately melted in that hop. We're going to use approximately 8 cups. Now, I think I measured this out right, but I'm going to double check it as I do it. It should be roughly 8 cups. That's 1. This is 2. 3. Yep, so I did measure it out. So that's 4. Each bowl is going to be about 4 cups. Okay. Gonna turn the heat down a little bit as we stir this in. Get this to mix real nicely. It looks like a hot mess, doesn't it? Let's see if it turns out as planned. This is real interesting. Now, unfortunately, this dish is so far from vegan. It's not funny. But I wanted to try it non-vegan first, and then work on making a vegan version if need be. Where is my all the time up. Alright, and this is going to take a while to get this done. So I'm going to come back when I finally get this nice and mushy. Alright, see you in a little bit. Step 2. I've already got it. It's already cooled to the touch. I add some other flour and I put a little vegetable oil in it. Now I'm going to nail it. So I'm going to dough it up into a ball. So that's going to take a while. My hands might get a little sticky. So we'll pick up where we left off. As you can see, the dough is almost ready. Now, I do this in a 2-part stage so that I use the initial 4 cups to put in the water, and the other 4 cups I use to nail it with. Now, you know that when it's almost ready, when it no longer becomes sticky. And at the beginning, it's really sticky and gooey and gets on your hands. And pretty much fold it, beat it up. And you want to just rotate it around so that you can get this dough like you needed to get it. You should not need to use more than 8 cups. As you see, I'm almost going through the second. I'm almost done with the second, and most of the stickiness is almost completely gone. And then we don't, since we didn't use any yeast in this, we don't have to worry about anything having to sit around and grow. And we don't need to. Yeah, we almost there. It's still a little sticky, but we're getting there. It's gonna take a little bit more work. Now, if you don't like to get your hands dirty and you have a mixer, you can take it and put it directly into your mixer. And it just slowly add the flour until it starts to, if you ever made dough, you know exactly what you need to do. If you need me to make a version that's using the mixer, I can do that also. But here we're almost done. Look at that. Look at that. No, and this is done with zero yeast. Mind-boggling, isn't it? Just pretty much fold it in on itself. So basically what we want to do is get all the moisture out as much as possible so we can make it into a usable dough. Slop sticky dough is hard to work with. We might make some desserts once we get this together, but we are almost there. Yep, exactly 8 cups. Looks like it's gonna take 8 cups total, because it's almost there. We're almost there. That is it for the second. Okay. Just keep folding it in on itself. We want to get all that flour all up inside this dough, so we make sure it's nice and dry and ready. And now it is practically unsticky. Much easier to work with. I'm not sure if any of you ever bake from home, but whew, I've learned hard ways dealing with dough. It's not always the easiest thing to work with, but once you get it done to the right consistency and it becomes workable, you can do wonders. Okay. Alrighty, we're about done. Let me finish the prep work and we'll be done. That's how you make dough with just water, sugar, and heat. No yeast, no other ingredients. I'm going to let it sit here. It doesn't have to rise, like I said, there's no yeast in it. But I got a couple of desserts in mind that I may want to do. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with this yet. But this is a starter, so if you want to make dough and you don't have a mixer and you don't want to have a lot of ingredients have to mix in it, you can make it simple. Hot water, some sugar, and flour. This isn't vegan, so let's come up with some desserts for this. All right, thank you. Enjoy, have fun.